We welcome the support that we have from hundreds and thousands of Greens all up and down the country for our campaign. And so it's a pleasure to welcome Sharar Ali, the Deputy Leader of the Green Party, to start our rally. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you to all of you coming out in your thousands today. Now, why are we here? Sandwiched between Downing Street and the Ministry of Defence. Why are we here? It's not about Corbyn. It's not about Caroline or the Green Party and Stop the War. It's about Cameron and the war. Well, it might be about Hillary Benn too. But look, there's a difference between oratory and sophistry. There's a difference between speaking as you can tell it and speaking without conceit and deceit. There's a difference between sincerity and infallibility. There's a difference between raising a question as PM in the House of Commons and begging the question, and I quote Hansard, Cameron could, acting in this way, actually increase the risk to our security by making an attack on Britain more likely. And what was his answer? If there is an attack on the UK in the coming weeks or months, there will be those who try to say it has happened because of our airstrikes. I do not believe that would be the case. Cameron won't even let history be his judge. But there's a difference between learning the lessons of history and repeating mistakes out of a misplaced sense of legacy manipulation. There's a difference between claiming to care for Syrian refugees and pulling one's weight as a responsible actor on the global stage. And what is Cameron's answer and commitment on behalf of the UK to the Syrian refugees? 20,000 refugees to the UK over the next 5 years. Now, it might even sound like a big number. 4,000 per year. Now tell me, what is the latest figure of refugees in Syria today? 4,288,672 and counting. And what is the UK's commitment judged against that? 0.005%. Refugees are not welcome here according to Cameron. Refugees are welcome here according to us. And if you add to that figure those Syrians internally displaced, 6 million, that becomes 10 million Syrians. And why are they internally displaced? Bombing, whether it's Assad, whether it's ISIL, whether it's bombs, it doesn't matter whether it's got the US names on those bombs. It doesn't matter whether it's got the Russian names on those bombs. It doesn't matter as far as the Syrians are concerned whether it's got the French or the UK names on those bombs. The bombs will kill. You cannot kill people in order to save them, not even to save them from themselves. There's a difference between action and words. There's a difference between claiming that you cannot do nothing and going to war. Making peace is not making war, is far greater. It may not be to sell arms to the Middle East. It may not be to spend $500,000 on 1 hour of bombing raids when we have people suffering from low pay and austerity in this country. It is to recognise the foreign policy misadventures of Iraq. It is to recognise that violence begets violence. It is, finally, to recognise, in the words of Tony, not Blair, but Ben, not Hillary, that this is not a protest. This is a demand. and it is to recognise that there is far more that unites this movement than divides us. Stop bombing Syria!